Alright guys, welcome to another wonderful tutorial. Okay, so on today we're gonna talk about pixellab. Yeah, we're gonna talk about pixellab, the introduction of pixellab. Alright, so how it works. This is actually for beginners who have never started it before. So let's go into it right now. So first thing, we have downloaded the app, and then what we need to do is to just log in on the app. So you click on the login. Yeah, you click on the app and then you log in. So this is the interface of the pixel app. Here you can come here to start your designing, but we have another options when you come here in case they give you maybe a A4 design, a billboard, different types of designs that your client wants, or maybe the size canvas that he wants you to give him, that you want you to give him so that he would fit what you want to put it on. Maybe you want to print it. So how can you get the size? You come into this site, this place, and then you go to image size. So you see, as you can see, we have the size canvas here. We have the weight and the height, so you can put the size of what your client asks you to do to give him. Do you understand? And then we have customs here. We have Facebook thumbnail. We have square. We have profile picture square. We have YouTube channel banner, YouTube thumbnail, Facebook cover art, then Google Plus cover tweets. All right. So I think that's okay for this. And then let's start with the first one, which is this. This actually depends on the this let me just say these are presets of the size you want to use. Facebook or Instagram, anyone, these are presets and are not that necessary, but you can use it also. And then second one, we have this option that show a. This a, what does this mean? It means text and code. It can give you the first one, it can give you if you want to type something. Do you understand? Let me show you. If you want to type something here, you are creative, and then it gives you this. Do you understand? When you click on that text again, it still give you. We have what's it called? We have quotes. You want to find some motivations. Here is it. You see, you can get them here. You can click on anything that you feel you're very inspired with. All right. So you can type your text here through clicking on this A. Do you understand? So when you have already clicked on this A, they will give you a lot of options. This one, you know how to speak English now, so you know what does this mean. If you click on this delete, this thing will definitely delete. Do you understand? So if you click on copy, you copy the text. Do you understand? So if you click on to front, that means you will take it to front and to back in case there's another layer. And then position. This is the work of this position. Let me click on it again. You can adjust it this way. That's the work of it. And then also we have relative position. This actually helps you if you want to centralize your works. You want your work to be well centralized. You can click on it, and then you see we have center. You see what it does, and then you can click on the down one, and then it perfectly give you the perfect alignment on this. You can actually put it on that one, this one, and this one, or this one. Do you understand? Do you understand? So that's the work of that relative position. And then we have size. Size, you can increase it. That's the purpose of size. You can increase the text. Do you understand? You can increase the text. Alright. And then we have padding. What does padding mean? Padding mean you can see, you can drag it to somewhere and also drag it to somewhere here in case of you need, maybe the text is somewhere cut. You can, that's the work of padding. It's not that necessary though. Okay. Then we have color. You know how this works now. You can click on the color, apply any color of your choice. Do you understand? Any color of your choice, and then you can work with it, any color. And then in the color, we have also gradient here. When you click on the color, you see gradient down there. You can apply the gradient of your choice you want to add on text design. Can you see that? Yeah, this is gradient that you can add on your text. All right. So we have texture. What does texture mean? Texture means you can click on the texture and then you add any image to be inside those texts. So let me just try this, and then let's see how you work. So this is the purpose of text. Do you see that? It blends with the image of that girl blends with this text. That's it. Purpose of only texture. Do you understand? So you click on delete, and then we have opacity. Opacity, you know what opacity mean now? You can reduce the uh, cleanness. You want to reduce the opacity not to be well showing. That's the purpose of opacity. That's okay. And then we have rotate. This is rotate. You can rotate it any way you want it to be. Can you see that? That's simple. And then we have max. This max simply means you can mask it. You can mask it to something like this. You can mask it to something like that. Do you understand? And then we have font. What does the fonts mean? It simply mean you can go to your fonts and choose the right typeface that you want to use. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. You can choose the right typeface that you want to use. For instance, let's choose something like this. You see, this typeface, this font we use is different than the one I just uh clicked the first time. Do you understand? So that's the purpose of font. And then we have style. This big style mean you click on it and then you can see you make it to be to get a little bit of weight. Do you understand? You can turn it to this and then you cover it that way. This is the purpose of it. Can you see that? That's star. All right. And then we have curve. It's a very important one. Curve. This this will allow you to curve your text this way. Do you understand? Can you see that? This will allow you to curve your text very well on pixellab. You curve it. You can curve it this way again. That's the purpose of curve. I love it very well on pixellab. And then we have align. This align, in case you type a lot of text. Example, let me bring an example here. Okay, this is a lot of text here. Okay, so let me, you see, so okay, I want to align it, this place to be well aligned, on my left to be well aligned. Okay, so I will click on the text and go to this align here and then click on this side. Do you see what I mean? It gives me the well alignment on the left side. And then if also I want it to be on the right side, you can also do the same thing. I will click on this and then it will give me the same thing on this. And then also if I want it to be on the center, something like this, it can give me these types. Hope you guys understood this. All right, so let's continue. That's the purpose of align. And then we have spacing. Spacing mean we're going to give this text a little bit of space here. Do you see that? Yeah, if you want to drag it here, see, that's the purpose of this spacing, and I love it. It's very helpful on Pixel very well. And then we have line spacing. This one actually work when you have a lot of text, so it's not that necessary. Okay, so we have stroke. We have a lot of features here. We have what we call stroke. So you click on the stroke and then you enable the stroke. It gives you the outline. Do you understand? That's the purpose of stroke, the outline of any text you want to apply. You can turn the color to any color of your choice. Do you understand? To any color of your choice. That's the work of stroke. I hope you understand. Alright. So we have shadow. What's it called? Shadow. We have shadow. But before we work on the shadow, I want to show you something. In case you see this background that is this yellow background, orange background. Let me just put it that way. You want to change it to white. If you don't like it, you can click on this side and then come to color here. All right, so you enable white color on it. Simple. I said click on this side and then come to color and enable the white color. It's just simple as that. All right. So let's go back to where we are. We're on what? We're on shadow, right? So you click on this shadow. Shadow simply means you want to apply a shadow on a design. Do you understand? You can take it to anywhere of your choice you want to. That's the main purpose of using shadow. Alright, so I think you guys, that one is very simple. It's not that necessary. So we have inner shadow in case you have not reached this level though. But when you start getting all the tools very well, you understand how it works. So we have inner shadow. You can simply apply white inner shadow just to see what it makes to our design. You make it a little bit fancy. That's the purpose of inner shadow. You can turn the color to any color of your choice. Do you understand? That's the purpose of inner shadow. And then we have embossed. We are embossed. You're gonna like maybe you're gonna create a text effect on something. This is what embossed did for you. All right. So cancel it, and then we have what it calls perspective. You know what perspective means, right? So you can adjust it the way you want it to be, something like this. That's also perspective. All right. Thank you. So you cancel it, and then we have another one called 3D rotate. What does this mean? It means you can rotate it to something like this, and then you can also bring it to something like this. That's why they call it 3D. You see, it's 3D of course because it can rotate and show you the backside of this text. Do you understand? So it's very, very helpful and very good. And then we have 3D text. Alright. So this is 3D text. You click on the 3D text and then enable it. Okay, so let me turn the color to, you know what it means, you know what 3D means, right? Some of you that will be asking me. Okay, so let's turn the color to red color. You see what it means? You see what it give us? It give us the 3D options. You can change the color to any color of your choice, right? You can increase the depth. See, you can increase it very well, and you can also reduce it if you don't want it to be that too much. All right, thank you. So that's 3D. If you want to apply 3D on your text, that's how you can do it. And then we have 3D shadow again. I don't normally use this, but let me show you how it works. So you click on this 3D shadow, and then you see what it gives. It gives you a 3D shadow on the background, on down. Instead of you struggling yourself, this thing actually helps you, give you the same what you're looking for. So it's very helpful though. Every tools in Visual Lab is very, very helpful, right? And then we have reflection. What does reflection mean? You click on it. Sometimes if you don't know how this thing works, you click on them and see how it works. You understand? Nobody, it's not everything that anyone will tell you. Sometimes you click on them and see how they works before you start to the work with. That's why I learned also. So you need to go through some difficulties before you understand how that things works, right? Thank you. Okay, so you apply this reflection. This is what it simply mean by reflection. It gives you another text shadow that this thing is reflecting on the glass or maybe on the background with the text. That's the purpose of reflection. You can bring it up, reduce it, that's it. Alright. So after this, we are finished on the text side. So you can come to this. Now we have draw. This is what draw means. You can draw something of your choice. Alright. And then we have what's it called? We have shape. Shape, you apply any shape. You see, this is what we mean by shape. And then you can click on this, they give you a lot of options. You can click on any one of your choice, right? Thank you. Okay, so we have Basia, and this Basia, it just simply means you want to track something, it can help you do it. You see, that's his work on pixellab, and I love it very well. So we have arrow. You click on arrow, and this is what you got. So there's a lot of arrows there that you can choose the options on what you actually want here, right? Thank you. And then after that, we have what is it called import. Import. What does import mean? Simply means you want to bring a image on. You want to bring any design or any image on your pixel lab canvas. So you can just quickly click on this image, and then it will bring you the image. That's the purpose of import. So in case you're designing and you don't know where it is to find this import again, you come to this plus side, up, down, up there, the plus side, you click on it, and then they will give you from gallery. You click on from gallery, and then they will direct you here to import that same thing here in case you don't find it that place here, right? So we have sticker. What's it called? We have sticker again. So this is what sticker I give to you in case you need this type of shape. This is what sticker I give for us on Pixel Lab. You see it? This is what sticker help us. You see, it help us with these people. This is what sticker I give you, and sticker can actually give you a lot of them. You see a lot of stickers that they give you here. A lot of them. What I mean by a lot, I mean a lot. That's the purpose of this app. Very well. Thank you. And then we have what it called layer. But for now, let me just not go to layer first. Let me go to this side up there. Now we are finished with the downside. We're on upside. I've shown you how the plus side work, and then let me show you how this side work. This actually means you should save your design as project or maybe as image. So if you want to save it as project, this is how you name your design name, and then you can save it. So if you have saved this, how can you locate it? How can you locate when you have saved it? This is where you click on this side, and then come to my project, and then you see my project. Some of my project that I've worked with, that I've worked for. Yeah, this company that I work for on this design. This is some of my project. When I click them, they actually apply. So let's continue from here with this design. So how can you, when you want to save it, you click on the save, and then you save as image. So they will give you options here. You're gonna save it. The resolution should be 300, and then the weight 2 to 50, and then that's it. So you can click on this side, and then you click on to ultra. We're gonna save it as ultra, so they can come up with a high quality, and then you click on the save bar here, save to gallery, and then your image can save very well. That's it. And then we have the other one which show this share bar. It means share bar. It means the same thing. Do you want to share it, or do you want to save it? That is also the same thing. Do you understand? It's also the same thing. And then as well, I've uh, I've explained what this one works for you, right? The that share bar. And then we have this place which is cut. You want some motivations, you want to be inspired by anything, you can click on that one and apply it. Maybe you're designing for fun. Do you understand? That's why where I started it from. Let me be honest with you. And then we have the last one, which that one that showed that three dot. You're gonna click on that three dot, and then they will give you a lot of information there. I'll explain on this later because this actually work. We have full screen, we have email, so this actually work. Maybe sometimes you work on a project and your Pixel Lab mistakenly crack. Do you understand? You can quickly come to recover auto save, because Pixel Lab actually do auto save for you. So you can click on the time, the date on that time that you did this in, and Pixel Lab can auto recover that lost files for you here. That's it. That's the work of Pixel Lab. Photoshop to also have it, right? Okay, so we are finished on that three dots. So you come down to this arrow, that arrow that show is looking left. What does that one mean? It mean maybe I've applied something on this. Maybe I've delete this text. Okay, let me say I've delete this burger. But when I click on that arrow, this arrow, it will bring back what I have did. That mean you want to bring that thing back. Maybe you have deleted, you delete it, but you click on this arrow and that thing will surely brought it back to the normal way. Right? I hope you know what that one go. And then we have this side. What's it called? We have that side is a you want to zoom. So it's a zooming side. You want to zoom your design and see it very clearly. That's the purpose of that one. Alright. And then lastly, we have, secondly, we have this side. What is it called? It also is just called grid line. Just grid line. Yeah. Ruler. You can call it ruler. You want to align the text very well. You want them to be well aligned. It's called ruler. You can adjust it the way you want it to be. Yeah, and that's it. It's called ruler. Right? And then secondly, uh, we have we have layer. This side, let's show this. We have layer. What does this layer mean? You can click on it and check what you have been doing with your layers, what you have put. Maybe you want to hide this particular thing, this thing. See, I've had uh the background image. Can you see that? I've had I've hide it. So if I want to enable it, I can just scroll down and check where it is. This is where it is, and then enable it. I can also delete, I can also lock. Okay, so this is, and also if I want to bring something down, this I can long press it here and drag it down here. Do you see that? And I can long press it and bring it up. So that's the layer. All right. So I think for us as a beginner, it's okay for now. So on the next tutorial, we'll show you how we can create a lot of things, or maybe one by one things. But I just want you guys to understand how these things works before you get into the works. All right. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching, and then see you on next tutorial. Bye, guys.